everyone, my name is Anna and I'm from the YouTube channel There She Goes, where I do a lot of thrifted fashion and lifestyle content here in Toronto. And today I'm going to be taking over the EF channel as a guest vlogger, and I'm going to show you guys my insider's guide to Toronto. I'm going to be showing you guys everything from activities, food spots to go to, cafes, and of course thrift shopping. So let's get started, and let's start with Kensington Market. So first we have Kensington Market, which is actually not too far away from the EF school, which is on Portland Street. And whenever I think of Kensington Market, I think of the very artsy, eclectic type of neighborhood, and it's one of my favorites because you could literally spend the entire day here. And I do encourage, if you ever do come down here, spend at least a good chunk of your day here. There's just so much to do, so much to eat, so much things to like shop around, and they even have a lot of cute cafes. One thing that I truly love about coming to Kensington Market is their shopping experience. As you guys can already tell, there's a lot going on, but I really love vintage shopping here. And a lot of the vintage shops are definitely very outdoor friendly, and it's definitely really inviting. So whenever I come here, I tend to look at a lot of different shops, but one shop in particular is my favorite, my holy grail, is Rosa Vintage. I feel like it never fails whenever I come here. They have a lot in their store, and for different eras as well. So if you guys are a 80s 90s fan, you're covered. If you guys are more into mod style like 60s and 70s, you're absolutely good. And they even have things as far as like way back to like 1920s, and they just got a lot going on. And one of my tips for vintage shopping is to really not get overwhelmed and start off by one rack and sort through everything as much as you can. I really love to look at textures, so that's one thing that makes the vintage shopping process a lot more quicker. I'm definitely a cafe hopper. I just love going to different coffee shops just to get some work done. And one of my other favorite places is Organic Press. They are a juicery, but they also have a few couches and chairs where you could also just like read a book, chill with your friend, or even go plant shopping. They got a lot of selections, and they just have the cutest plants ever, and the staff is really friendly. And it's just like one of those places where I feel so calm and I feel so like at ease coming here. Now, one place I really wanted to show you is Bunner's. If you guys are vegan or gluten-free, this is your place to go because everything here, all these desserts are vegan and gluten-free. I definitely recommend having the raspberry square or the Cinnabuns. They're really great. Even the cupcakes are amazing. But if you are a sweet tooth, this is your place. And honestly, I'm not vegan, but I find that these just taste like just regular bakery. And my last cafe that I want to show you in Kensington Market is Livelihood. I love coming to work here, and I love supporting businesses that are taking in a cause. And with Livelihood, they are nonprofit, and they do employ newcomers to the country and also refugees, giving them a second chance, which is amazing. And I definitely highly recommend you guys try their teas or their hummus. Now, for an evening night out, if you're on a budget and you're looking for a place just to have a little fun, I definitely recommend going to Red Room. It is a really cool bar, and they got cheap drinks and food, and it's just an overall amazing time whenever I come here. moving over to the East End, I wanted to show you guys the most underrated parks ever in Toronto, in my opinion. It's just so quiet and calming, and it's not one of those parks where it's like heavily busy all the time. And it's really great to come here into the winter to do some like winter sports or tobogganing, but I also love coming here in the summer and having a picnic with some friends. And you might not be able to see, but you could actually see the Toronto skyline if it's not on a misty or foggy day. And actually right across from the park is this coffee shop, another cafe, surprisingly. And this one is called Rooster Coffee House. It's such a really cozy type of vibe, and it's also work friendly. There's Wi-Fi and also outlets as well for you to just do some work or just to even have a nice sip of coffee. Now, one of my favorite places of all time to go thrifting is this buy-sell trade shop called Common Sort. I have been coming here for years and I personally really love it. All of these items are gently used and secondhand, which I really love because it's such a great sustainable way to shop and also look stylish. So the prices are pretty fair for what it is. I just love coming here because of the different styles. So there are a lot of female clothing pieces, but there's also a men's section as well, in case you guys were wondering. So it is worth checking out if you are into, thrifting. And I just wanted to try on some pieces. I didn't end up getting anything from that day, but I will be back. And finally, going over to our last stop, which is at St. Lawrence Market, which is located on Front Street in Lord Jarvis. And it's one of those neighborhoods that has just been preserved and well kept. And I just love the vibe. It kind of gives that old Toronto feel. And you could do a lot of things in St. Lawrence Market. You could go grocery shopping. You could also go and grab food. There's a lot of places to eat, and there's also a lot of dessert places. If you're like me and have a soft spot for sweet stuff, then this is definitely a place worth going to. Just keep in mind though that they are closed on Sundays and Mondays, so make sure you just check Google Maps beforehand. There's also live music that's being played, and it just feels like I am in a little old town in Toronto. And that is everything for my insider's guide to Toronto. I definitely love living here. It's one of my most favorite cities. It's so culturally diverse. There's a lot of food spots to go to, and there's of course a lot of endless thrifting and vintage shopping. And if you guys like this video, definitely subscribe to the EF YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so that you guys can stay notified. And if you guys like what you see, then feel free to hop on over to my YouTube channel at There She Goes for more vintage and thrift content. And that is everything. Happy travels. Take care.